It's time for Florida State football. This is the Jimbo Fisher Show. The Jimbo Fisher Show is brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coca-Cola, try a game changer of your own. Taste the feeling. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. Ram, come in and get a great deal on the best trucks during Ram Power Days. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.
Hello, everybody. Tom Block and Coach Fisher. Welcome to the Jimbo Fisher Show. And, Coach, congratulations. A hard-fought homecoming victory, 17-6, the final over Wake Forest.
We knew Wake coming in. I said one of the best defensive football teams we'd faced all year by far, and we'll be here the rest of the year, too. They got a very experienced group, a lot of upperclassmen. The way they played, they did a really good job. Offensively, they're very patient. Usually don't turn it over. And that was one of the things we were able to create some turnovers on with our defense. And then they were real good in the kicking game. Won the field position battle, pinned us back inside the 3 once to the 1 once, and we had some long drives out of that. But, you know, they challenged you in every way, and we didn't – at critical moments, what happened, critical plays, at critical moments, third downs and stuff, we just didn't get some conversions, had chances to make big plays, and they lengthened the game, did a good job. But our kids fought very hard in the game. Defense played outstanding. Up front, the guys were dominating line of scrimmage, had 5 sacks, bunch of tackles for loss, created 3 turnovers, played really well, controlled the game for the most part, and really got us going. In an offense, we did enough things to get the ball in the end zone.
There's a lot of reasons the defense seems to be playing or is playing better of late, but Derek Noddy really seems to have, and I know he was nicked a little bit early in the year, but he's really stepped up his game up front.
Well, he's healthy. Like I said, his ankles are really bad, and Josh Sweat being healthy, that matters. Some of the other young guys, the young backers are coming on. Some of those young secondary guys covering really well. Kyle Myers and Delonte and all those guys in the secondary. McFadden's doing a good job. Marquez, those guys are doing and Erman Lane, his emergence on defense right now at safety, where he's tackling in space and running and playing really well. So all those guys have done a good job, and they're just getting better.
No coach has ever said that the bye week is coming at a bad time, and I know you're not going to say that now. This was a grueling 7 weeks to get to this point.
It really was. I mean, our health, we banged and bruised, which if you play good teams, that's what it is. The combined record of the teams we played this year is 17-2. I mean, so that's no accident. You're playing good people. And when they win, people say, well, they believe they can win. And they have confidence. They play well. And all the teams we played have played well. And there have been some great games, and now we got to get ready for our home stretch. It's even going to be even tougher.
Florida State 5-2 as they head into the bye week. We'll head to the first half highlights against Wake Forest when we come back here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, Wake Forest comes to town for homecoming, and obviously Wake Forest is a team that's on the rise. Their coach has done a good job at turning things around there.
They're 5-1, and they do it. When they play these guys, especially on defense, all when they were very young. And it's the same guys we've been playing the whole time. And they did it like Jim used to do it, 2006, 7, and 8. They had those great defensive football teams, and they got another one. Great kickoff right here. We covered well in the day. Kept our guys back. I tell you what, up front, boy, we were coming down here. There's Montavious Jackson, making a play as a young freshman, got his first start, really playing well, making calls. There's Josh Sweat on the twist, the game up inside. Man, he's starting. When he gets healthy, boys, he's getting strong. Now, we got a great play. We got a high snap on the first play. It throws the whole timing off. We got to play outside. Dalvin's outside for 10 or 12 yards. And right here, they get pushed back. He has to throw it away. It's an option route. We took just a hair long getting open. And it really wasn't they had it. They just pushed it back in his pocket. He had to throw it away. Got a good roll here on the punt on this right here. And first play, the snap's what got us on that. We had a big play outside, about 10 or 12 yards. Great job right there. Who is there? There's Dontavious again. Great job. There's Derek Hoskins, Josh Sweat. Derek Noddy inside pushing. DeMarcus Walker again had 2 sacks. We came off. Kyle Myers making a tackle there. See, Erman Lane. Those guys, they're really playing well on defense. They throw the back shoulder fade. When you're one-on-one now on the backside, you got to play that fade and that back shoulder fade. There's Burns getting pressure. There's Hoskins getting pressure. I mean, the whole group's back there on that one now. And that's the way you want it. That's the way you want it. They were outstanding on the day. Here we get a little boot route. They jumped the underneath guy. 12 play. I tell you what, 12 played a good game. Had about 4 plays we'd like to have back, but had a couple. Got knocked out of his hand, but he played. We make the block right here. We got crossed up between the fullback and the right tackle. We hit that. It's out the gate. But we still ended up picking up 11 yards. It was a really good deal. Nice quarterback run here. Picked up about 3 or 4. Just kept mixing it in. Here we come down here. We missed a third down. Missed a field goal right here. Again, Got to hit that. Got to hit that thing early, especially. Against these guys, you got to get your opportunity because they limit your number of possessions because they're very patient on offense. Here, great pick. I think that's Marquez. Beat him to the spot on a slant route, being very aggressive. When you get rush, it allows you to be aggressive in the secondary. Makes a big difference. And played very, watch him come off the rub route there in a pick route right there, trying to rub it, playing through it, really good. Here we had a nice inside zone play. Great job of pushing the pile. Dalvin running really well. Had another 100-yard day on the day. Got banged up a little bit, but it was actually on a screen pass that we had it. But here, great pickup on third down. 12 stood in there and took a shot on the blitz right there. 18, who keeps emerging and keeps playing better. Here we hit a zone play right here. We got to get that backside blocked off. Pushed it down. Again, nice 7-8-yard run. We're pushing the front side well. And this is a shame right here because right here we had to, and he couldn't hold the ball. We had it for a touchdown, and their big defensive end just overpowered us right there and got pressure, and we had to throw it early. Had exactly what we wanted, and that was disappointing because we should be up 10-0 right here. Should be a 10-0 game, and it's 3-0. That's where they hang in. Harry Ehrman got the blitz. They throw the go route right here. There's McFadden playing through the guy to the ball. Great job. Great job. Now, I'm glad he ain't a running back. Then we take this, we're moving it down. Right here's the one. Hit Dalvin on underneath screen, but he can't. Dadgummit. The guy retraced on him. We're going to have a 2 or 3 yard game, but we can't turn that ball over. He uncharacteristic, had a couple of them on the day, and it's not like him. DeMarcus, he got the edge right there. He's got to stay thicker and stay wider, not as thick. Keep that edge, keep that contained. Quarterback gets a scramble right there. They're in the no-huddle mode. They got their quarterback runs and draws, and they pop one through there. Nice tackle again, Ehrman Lane. Coming back in. They do a nice job. They'll screen pass over here. We're setting it. Guys running to the ball. Getting out of the stack. Good job by DeMarcus Walker chasing it down, setting the edge here with the DBs. And again here, third down. Number 4 playing it. Good job. Ball inside. Got great position on the play. His length. And then they pop a field goal, and it's a tie ball game. And that's all of a sudden, that quarter's over, and all of a sudden you should be up 10-0, and all of a sudden it's 3-3. Now they happen to kick it out of bounds, and we get it at the 35. DeAndre back to work, throws a nice ball out here, pops it out here to Travis Rudolph. He had a great day. 13 catches, 238 yards. Played really well in a lot of areas. We hit the quarterback sneak, got the third down conversion in there. We're still too high, playing too high inside. We got to get down and root those things out. Here we get a little nice stretch play to Jaquez. Pops it in the hole right there. We got a nice drive going here. Pops it back inside, hits about 4 or 5 yard gain. We got to come off on that backer just a hair quicker. Got to come off on the backer just a hair quicker. Here we go. We got to hold that, Bobo. I know it's a hair low, but that's an 8 yard catch right there to hit you right there in the breadbasket. We got to hold that one. Then right there, that's where he hurt his foot. You can see him coming out. He had the one-on-one comeback, had the coverage you want, and when he come out of the cut, he just is, something happened with his foot. And we're getting that. We'll get the MRI and the X-ray and see what all happens. But he was definitely out for the day, and there's nothing he could do. Right, that's a bad break for us both ways. One, we lose a great player, and 2, we had a good play. But right there, Teach Tavares, he's got a key. He didn't play. See, he looked for the ball there. The other ones, he played through the guy and then looked at the end. And when the guy looked, he had bad technique right there, and that's what cost him. But you talk about getting there you go. Great job by Trey Marshall. Walker right there. Those guys denting that line of scrimmage. Noddy, all those guys denting it backwards. And that's what they popped it up inside right there, and we got to stop it. We got to set that edge. That's why I liked Ehrman and Trey hitting that thing. Be physical. Coming up, making that pop. We get a break right here. Bad snap on special teams. Very uncharacteristic for them. Almost got a score out of it. Good job right here. Amir Rasul kicking on. I don't know who they ended up getting it, but we got it back right here, and I think this is where we take it in, get us 6 points. Then we pop a little screen out here. Got it right there. Nice job by 15. He makes one. They block 2. He makes one miss, makes another miss, ends up picking up 10 or 12. We get it going. We pop a stretch play right here. Dalvin, pick your feet up. You dive it just right to the inch line. I'm going to tell you now, you get down that inch line, 1 yard line, it is hard because everybody just wedges down the inside there. There ain't no way. The piles move, but they don't move. Here we had a pass, run pass option, fake it to Dalvin, get out there on the edge. He sees the edge, just tucks it away. We get the edge and score. Great job by DeAndre right there, and good job by our guys leading out front. Good job up front. Derek Noddy and those guys setting that line of scrimmage. Here we get push. Again, they're going back to the deep ball. Now, I thought there was a little push-off right there in the back. I did. I thought that's one down low. He got the hand in it and pushed it off. You can see it there. Tried to back shoulder. Good job by McFadden right there making the play. Playing that man coverage, you got to have a short memory out there. Things happen. They probably the crossing route underneath on the screen, but the pressure made it come out. Here we get a nice drive for the half. This is a shame. If we get out again, if we get out to 20-25, we'll get in 2 minutes, which we did. We pop it in right here, get the drive going, pop it out here, got a bubble screen. We got to make the block. We missed the block. We're going to pick it up about 8 or 10 right there and get out of bounds, have a great play. So then we come back with a nice corner route right here, great throw. down to Travis. He makes a guy miss. Doing a good job making that first guy miss, getting yak yards. And unfortunately, our drive stalled right there. We come back on 3rd down right here. We got to win inside. Number 8's got one-on-one on that dip route. We got to win. He didn't win. But at least he didn't force it down. We can punt the ball back. And this is unfortunate. I think this is the one they return back. Marquez got to keep coming right there. He's got it set, and then we got to get 2 other guys filling right here. We give up a critical punt return right here. This is crazy. We didn't get the guys out there worried about protection. Did not get out like the gig. One of them got double teamed, and here they are in a dash pass. But our guys did a great job of keeping leverage on the day. Got to make it a little bit tighter coverage there, but they were out of bounds. Didn't hit it. Kept pressure. Again, Josh Sweat, good job right here. Got the big sack 4 half. Who's that? And I think that's him and Wally. Really big. Here we go. Step up under. Got to be on that contain. Can't get too wide, but chasing him, making a play, have him throw it away. They end up out of whack. I think this is the 4th down play. They're scrambling, trying to get back up inside, get him on the ground. Great hit right there. That's how you chase the ball, Josh Sweat. That's him chasing. That's Josh being Josh. And we go right before the half. It's a shame. We hit this is Berlin play, his Big Ben, all the way to the end, and on the 1 daggone yard line. How about that? We get the tip. It's all up. We couldn't get that break to get in the end zone there. How about that? I've been like Boston College a few years ago. Yeah, that wasn't a Hail Mary. That was a true play. But we're end up on the 1 yard line. The half runs out. But we got momentum. We got the ball coming out second half. We knew it was hard fought. We're up 10-3. Should have been up about 17-3 or somewhere in 20, somewhere in that range right there. But again, let a couple opportunities get away, and that's what they do. They lengthen that game and stretch it out.
Coach, you see a Hail Mary, and it to fans it may look like something you draw up in the dirt before the play, but you practice that every week.
Oh, we do every week. We hit it from different ways. We got 2 or 3 different ones we run, and the ones we can get the deepest on, the shortest on, whatever we do. And those guys get that spacing, and they learn to keep that ball alive and play volleyball with it. Just get it. If you can grab it, you get the first guy, but get it tipped in the air, and then we have guys behind on the sides and hit in 3 or 4 yard areas that try to then go attack that ball. And we've hit a lot of them in practice this year, believe it or not. And when you get a big guy like Odd and he gets that tip up or grabs it sometimes, when you get those big body guys, you're usually very successful at that.
Big play of the first half. We go back to the first turnover. Marquez White, the senior, gets his first pick of the season. It led to your first 3 points. That was just a really nice play.
It really was. To play through the pick route he did, they tried to rub him off. He played through it in man coverage. And to get flat and get down in there, man, that's hard. I mean, really hard. He played great technique and then exploded for the football, made a great play.
10-3 at the half. We will get to the second half highlights momentarily right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
First carry for Cook, and he breaks free. Dalvin Cook, 94 yards. Touchdown. Here they have the 1st and goal from the 9. Golson hands it off, and weaving his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jonathan Vickers. First career touchdown for the sophomore. 9-yard run.
Take care of it. But hey, give Wake Forest credit. They've been doing a great job on both sides of the ball.
From the goal line, Kermit Whitfield coming to the near side, and if he turns that corner, he does. Down the sideline and pulled down from behind by Zach Dansel right near midfield. A long return for Kermit Whitfield to begin the second half. Play fake, throw it out to Whitfield. He's into the end zone, touchdown. Pass Zach Dansel. First touchdown catch for Kermit Whitfield. They've run a total of 11 plays for 11 yards, so it's been feast or famine. Golson going to take a deep strike. He's got a man open. He had to wait on it, but it's caught by Bobo Wilson at the 25 of Wake Forest. Golson going to step up and run with the football. Makes a cut to the near side. He's inside the 10. Will be 1st and goal. No surprise, and he makes a 24-10 game. Hit looking for Serenay again. Overshoots him, and is it picked off? It is! Tyler Hunter sealing the deal for Florida State with 21 seconds left. And Florida State wins it 24-16.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show, Coach. 10-3, and once again, you get the ball coming out. Seems like the coin toss has gone your way more times than not this year.
We have, and unfortunately, we got get a nice play and then fumbled on the second play and give them points right off the board. And it was Dalvin on where we missed a block up front, but we still can't put the ball on the ground. And if we miss a block right there on the off returner, don't get a very good return out. And first play, nice read by DeAndre. He had both sides of the read to us. Travis get a first down, get a nice 12-yard gain, moving the ball well. Hit a little handoff here. We miss a block. But right there, we try to spin, but still, we can't put that ball on the ground. There's no reason for that ball to come out, and that's something Dalvin doesn't do, but that was very critical. Give them the 3-point. Our defense did an outstanding job right here of good pressure right there. Guys just cutting. And the other thing, coverage sacks and pushing that pocket. Little guys can't see. I mean, it makes a difference now. Good job by Christmas and the guys inside. Here they go back again. You see a good look at what he's got. They hit this. This is a screen route. They're actually blocking this downfield. It's a really unique play. We have one just like it, but it's a tough play. Sometimes you don't see it. They run it later and we get him. Great. Oh, almost got that pick. It was Ehrman getting in there. He and McFadden almost got that pick. If he could come under that thing, that'd been a touchdown. But great play by him. They go back to the backside. Great job by Trey Marshall. We had trap corner. Set the safety over the top. Had the inside out on him. Great job, and they hit the field goal, and it's 10-6, unfortunately for us, that we turned it over like that. Come back here, hit a nice little boot route. Great job, 1-2, comes back to his third read, back inside. Great job by Travis sitting in the hole. Find his zone, sit down in the hole, hit it. Here we have a nice boot. Now, DeAndre made one bad decision here. He's got to go ahead and throw this ball over the top, get rid of it. They cut under it. They had a little sail route. There's 2 or 3 things in the ball game. I didn't like what he did. But he, trying to press right there a little bit, and that's where you got to grow up and don't let it happen. Again, defense, outstanding. Held him, not even getting a field goal attempt. I mean, outstanding. Unfortunately, we turned it over right off the bat 2 times. We look like Clemson. That's the way. I mean, that's a funny thing. As I watched that Clemson game, how you can come out and do that in their situation. And we did it. Pop the zone play here coming out. Now they get a late hit, which was very unnecessary. That was a lucky break for us, and got the ball out of there. Now we get a good drive. Get a counter play going around the other end. We cut it back inside. Good job by Dalvin. We got great blocking right there by our line. They did some real nice things. Hit a nice vertical route here by Kermit. Great throw and catch. Now we got momentum going. We got in a rhythm. Got them going. We protected them. We thought we could throw the football on them. We ended up doing a great job by Travis in one-on-one situations, making guys miss. When they blitz, that's the thing. When you blitz like they blitz, you're vulnerable back there. You're one-on-one. You got to catch and run. You got now, but on our part, you got to get off. Nice play action. Greg Kermit inside. In fact, Tate ran a good stutter move on the outside and broke it in on the post. His big body. Perfect throw. We'll let him go up with that body and catch it. It was a big touchdown. That was huge in the game. Watch him right here. See him set up like a run play, inverse it, and then look at the ball placement. That's excellent. Him go up with his hand, snatch it, not let it get to his body. Great job. Look at Ehrman here. You talk about, then smart. Don't sling the guy, gets the guy out of bounds, doesn't get a penalty, plays great leverage, just playing really good football. Really good football. There, DeMarcus Walker, great job on the sack. Give me the arms cross. I tease him about it all the time. He always got to go do it. Now, and we got pressure. Again, watch our guys react. Here's Ehrman again. Great tackle. That's how you tackle. Head across, nice hit. You miss that tackle, that's a 15, 20-yard gain. This ball right here, we got to catch this football. The ball cannot hit the ground. That right there is critical. Losing Bobo right there. Nooney's very good at this, but we got to get him going because that's a 15-yard roll. And we started another great drive. The thing in the second half, we moved the ball very consistently. Very happy with that once we got things going. Here, hit a zone play there, hit a nice zone play. These things are less inches from being really big plays. But they're still 4, 5, 6-yard gains. Here, a nice read. Get that thing up. We could really run with it there a little bit better. We have a little man route here. This is very interesting. It's the one we got to pick on later that DeAndre had to pick on, and Devontae, And then he caught the ball. Glad to see him in the game. He can really help us. He's a good player. He's really growing up. Here we pop the screen back outside. Kermit making a guy miss. Now, I want him to go get 2 or 3. We're third and that makes a 2nd and 3. Should have been 2nd and 1 or a first down. We got to go get that. We picked up a nice 3rd down here, 3rd and 3, hit a little rollout sprint out. They were blitzing in the middle. We knew they did it. So great job here. Great job. They started playing cover 2 here, taking the inside guys away, so we start popping the tight end inside. Great read by him. Missed a block right there. We got a block back, and that ball's up the gate for a big run. Center got to miss a back block right there. We get a nice bootleg play right here, but we got to get a little better cut. Getting them inside, but just keep moving the pocket, keeping things going. 3 or 4 yards. We move the box, they end up having almost 450 yards of offense. Got to convert. Right there, we get right down to a great drive here. We're eating clock and keeping the ball and going for a 3-score lead. And right there, Devontae, he can't run it. He's got to avoid that guy underneath. It was a pick. I mean, he wasn't coached to do it, and I don't think he really meant to do it, but he just ran into the guy. Then we just missed a block. We turned the guy loose, our right guard. We got the guy wide open for about a 17-yard gain right there, and that's a shame. He's got to take a shot. Lucky he didn't fumble right there. We just turned the guy completely loose and had him blocked. But great job by our defense again. Or Derek Hoskins popping it down right there. Nice back shoulder throw. They're going to get a couple. You got to play it. That's part of it. Again, good pressure right here. The key is getting this pressure, making the ball come out. Great job by DeMarcus Walker. 2 sacks again on the day. I guess he's playing basketball. There's a new one on me. Here we got the blitz up front again. He's trying to get there again. I mean, I tell you what, this guy here almost made a phenomenal catch. That was a great call by the Fisher. I couldn't tell from our sideline if it was a catch. When you saw it in the replay, it did hit the ground. They went at it, but nice job here. Got to keep that edge. Don't let him get out of there. Don't let him get out of there. But good job again, staying with your man, Kyle Myers. Those young guys just getting better and better. Those young guys are getting better and better. Here we get a little naked play, boom. They played cover 2 now. They changed it up from their man looks and just set it in the hole, popped it in there. This is a nice drive we're coming down for. Boom, hit it back outside to Travis. Just nickel and diamond, taking things, getting the ball out of our hands so we don't get hit. Pop a little power play in there. Dalvin comes out the other side. Nice 8-10-yard gain. Really nice. Here they are, pumped. He didn't like what he had on the other side. He decided to keep it. He had some options on this play, and then he got it, got out of bounds for 10 or 12-yard gain. Just keep moving it down the field. And this is the one throw he wish he had. I mean, he hits that right there, and we get a first down. We keep going because this is what sets up this 3rd down right here. And right here, we get beat inside, and Dalvin gets beat. But I'm going to tell you this. This is the play of the game right here. They're going back for a touchdown. That puts them in a 4-score game, about 6 minutes. Dalvin going and catching the guy, getting him on the ground, putting him down, not letting him have it. And then our defense holding right here. They had a slight penalty on the play. There's A.J. Westbrook and all the guys. And holding them right here. Did a great job. Here comes pressure. Great tip. They got a guy on the slant. Had a chance to be open. DeMarcus Christmas got his hands up. That's when you bring pressure. You're tipping that ball. Here, that screen that we had earlier, they hit. We played it this time. That one that came out for a big play, played it perfectly by Trey Marshall. Now they got to kick a field goal and they miss it. So if Dalvin doesn't go get that guy, it's a 3-point game or a 3 to 5 point game. They hit a 2-point conversion, and then we got the ball. If we don't get it, they can go win it. Instead, we're still up 2 scores. And then our offense, we grinded out 2 big first downs right here and got the clock down to a minute 10 seconds. And it was really big. And the inches on a couple of these from coming out. But pounded the football right at the end when we had to. Good job by Eberle. Those guys inside the offensive line right here got it. Nice. We missed a block down right there. Our right guard missed it. We got to get up on that. But here in that nice little boot, Izzo got up. If he blocks down, we have this first down. But we eat up clock, get it down to about a minute 10, get it punted out of there. 2-score game. We're in really good shape here. Our defense does a great job. Give them a little bit of yards. They try to pop a run, but then got them when they don't get that first down. Now that clock eats. Now that clock eats, and you keep going. They played, kept the guys in front. We played the 3-3-5 a lot better this time. Then we got out of it right at the end. But, again, they just keep – because clocks are on our – that's who we're worried about right now. Because we're up 2 scores. Forrest right there, again, still short of the first down, making them use clock. They're driving. They got one more play right here around the midfield. Now, this one here we should have. That one there, now we got to back up, and we jumped out of the cover. We shouldn't have allowed that one. But then we go to 4-man, and here they come. Here comes the pressure. Got him out of there. Great job. Forcing it, not letting him have time. And after you get hit so many times back there, guys, it's tough on that quarterback. They throw it up right here. We got nice double coverage in the corner of the end zone. Great play. The guys hold him on 4th down, and we go out. And, of course, that was the last play of the game. But the hard-fought game, again, they're a very good football team. Played well, had confidence coming in. Had a lot of senior. When you get older upperclassmen, a lot of confidence. Our defense was outstanding on the day and played very well.
17-6 the final. And, Coach, a second straight week where really that 4-minute offense, it wasn't 4 minutes at Miami, but same thing is that you grind the clock down.
Ate it big at the end and not give them the ball back. And they had 2 timeouts and they had to waste one. And we got another first down and got down to a minute 10 seconds. Wish could have got that first down at the end of it. But, we've done that well all year. Did it at South Florida, did it there, did it all the different games. And we're getting better at that, running the ball when we have to at the end right there. I'm very proud of our guys. We still got a lot of things to clean up because we missed plays on critical downs. And some things that we had opportunities to really put points on the board and we didn't. And that's disappointing because offensively we've been doing that all year. We really have. And we got to get better. We're still playing situational. Red zone, we were still 2 out of 3. But that one should have been a touchdown early. We got a field goal. The others, we had some opportunity. We had to pick. We had just a missed pass. And we had 2 pressures and where we have plays down there. But that's those, I keep saying, you fight for the inches. And you miss a block, you know, it's a half a second from coming out of your hand into that. That's that inch or 2 you got to fight for. And we got some things to clean up. We'll heal up, get better, and then we got a heck of a run coming.
The big play of the second half, Dalvin Cook has probably been featured quite prominently during his career for this role, but not for doing this. This was a defensive play, really.
Exactly.
That he makes.
And he actually gave up protection. It was his guy that made the sack on the play, but he didn't quit on the play. He went and caught that guy. To me, talk about playing hard. Went and ran him down instead of feeling sorry for himself. Went and ran him down, caught him. We hold him, missed a field goal. We got the ball and end the game. I mean, that's still our kids are playing hard and wanting to win.
Florida State now 5-2. We get a bye week, and then the Clemson Tigers come to town. We'll talk about both of those items when we come back on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Today's final stats are presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites. Inside the Helmet is presented by Hyundai.
My name's Rick Leonard. I play offensive line. I'm from Middletown, Maryland, and I'm a junior. I played soccer until about 6th grade when I broke my leg, then I started playing football. And I stopped when I got in high school and just focused on lacrosse. And then my high school coach convinced me to start playing again my 11th grade year, and I did. Lacrosse is real big up in Maryland. It's a really fun sport. I love it. I like to play guitar. I'm big into music. I love David Allan Coe, Willie Nelson. I like all types of music. I'm a real musical person. I can play lots of instruments, and I love all types of music from rap to R&B, rock and metal, and all that stuff. It was surreal, honestly. It was, everything I expected it to be and more. It was, got chills. It was awesome. It's a moment I'll never forget. Coach Trickett had been on me for a while, ever since I really got here about it. And so I went and met with my defense ends coach and went and met with Trickett. Decided that'd be the best choice for this team and for me. It's been good. It's tough, very tough. But like Coach says, you just gotta keep working every day. You just gotta get better every day, not get worse. So. Well, football-wise, it's just a whole nother level. It doesn't even compare. So you just really I had to get a lot stronger. The game is so mental. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta really be able to process information, and then on top of it, you gotta balance it with school. And you can't play unless you do good in school. And how you do in school really reflects how you play on the field. So just balancing everything and be able to make sacrifices for both is one of the big things.
Nice to see you too, buddy. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
That's a nice looking shirt you got there. Your buddy Travis gave that to you?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, buddy. That is awesome. You had a good day at school today?
Yes, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Coach Fisher. Pleasure to meet you. I told him he's got a good looking shirt on there.
He does have
I like that. So you like those Seminoles, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Hey, Travis is a good guy. He scored a touchdown for you the other night.
No.
Did you enjoy the game?
Yes, sir.
Not the first half,
I was just saying he's actually crying a little bit during the first half.
Hey, I wanted to at times too. Don't worry about it. Hey, buddy, you're welcome around here. Come see us anytime. You're part of our family now, okay? Glad to have you here. That's awesome. You caught him that?
What was your favorite play of the game?
My favorite part of the game was when Travis missed a touchdown.
See, I told you.
count us out. Always, you gotta play full quarters when you play. All right, you gotta watch all full quarters. You never know.
As the 2016 season approached in Tallahassee, Florida, the national spotlight shined brighter on Florida State football than ever before. Showtime Network's second season of A Season With was given an all-access pass to cover the Seminoles from the first practice to the final whistle.
So for us, when we were talking to Coach Fisher earlier this year, we were very upfront with access that we needed, and that was complete access. It's not like you can go to this meeting and not that meeting, or you can mic this player and not this player.
As Florida State mounted the largest comeback win in school history in their season opener against Ole Miss, Showtime's locker room and sideline presence started to become more apparent.
The game was Monday night. It was the only Monday night game. There was no NFL games. I mean, it was a lot of pressure on these guys because they had not only the national spotlight on them, but which the viewers see, but then they have us there as well that see all the tiny little cracks, all the emotion that nobody else gets to see. So,
typically, Florida State football games are slated for Saturday, giving the crew more than enough time to prepare for the Tuesday show. But with the Ole Miss game scheduled for a Monday night, the crew worked harder than ever in preparation for their own season debut.
We literally woke up Monday morning at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't go to bed until Tuesday night at around midnight, so it was about 42 straight hours. We went straight from the game, had a police escort to take us to a post-production facility in Orlando. We finished a show in Orlando about 2 o'clock.
And while Showtime has nearly 35 crew members stationed in Tallahassee and traveling with the team this season, another 30 remain at their headquarters in Los Angeles, where the show is written, edited, and produced.
What we did is we edited the last probably 10 minutes of the first episode in Orlando, and then when we were done with that, we sent it back to California. They married it with the rest of the show, and then that's the show that aired Tuesday night.
While the Seminoles season got off to an electric start, the injury to star safety Derwin James came at one of the most inopportune times in Week 2. The coverage that followed would leave a sour taste in the mouth of Seminole fans nationwide.
We were able to follow that injury from when it happened to when he got walked off the field to when he goes into the injury tent that nobody gets to see. We had a camera in that tent, and then we had a camera literally right on the cart with him as the cart took him off the field to go into the locker room. And pretty much for the rest of the night, all the way up until about 11 o'clock that night.
But losing your best player on defense is no easy task to deal with, especially when it's a week before one of the toughest games of the year. And FSU's showdown with Louisville provided the first setback of a season that had just gotten underway.
We become part of the team because we're with them so much that if there's a victory, it's great. If there's a loss, it's really, really hard, just because you're with them, you feel the emotions.
It was obviously a very hard time after the Louisville loss this year. Nobody expected that, and things were very tense the next few days. And not that the coaches honestly were that tense. It was just kind of the atmosphere. You were, okay, how's the team going to respond? What's coach going to do? Is he going to do our interviews? Are we still going to get the same access? And luckily for us, nothing really changed.
In the weeks that would follow Florida State's first loss of the year, the Seminoles were faced with a challenge. Let it define you or let it drive you.
So with sports documentaries, that's the thing. That's the reason why I love doing them, is because they're real, they're raw, you see people's real emotion. There's no staging. We're not telling Coach Fisher what to do. We're not telling these players what to do.
Along with more than 10 robotic camera locations set up in the different training and meeting rooms, the Showtime camera crew is comprised of 4 teams that work on a rotating 6-day schedule, gathering upwards of 180 hours of footage a week.
We work 6 days a week, at least 13 hours a day. A lot of times we'll go over. but and sometimes we work more than 6 days, and it's a physically demanding job.
In order to get the stories that we tell, we have to shoot that much to capture those moments real, because there's no second chance. If you miss that moment, you miss it. We don't ask anybody to do things again. We don't ask anybody to have conversations again. So we have one opportunity to get it.
A season with has captured the attention of Florida State fans across the country. Despite already knowing the final score of the game from days prior, fans continue to tune in, wanting more.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a football fantasy experience at knowlescontest.com.
Welcome back, Coach. You get Clemson in 2 weeks, but first up's a bye week, which doesn't mean the team takes the week off, but you do get some time to rest up.
We do. We'll give them off. Sunday they'll come in and stretch and get loose and look at the injuries, and Monday we'll give them completely away. Tuesday we'll have a practice. Wednesday, Thursday, do some stuff on Friday, and we'll hone up on some of the opponents we got coming up. Heal up, look at areas of our team which we vastly need to improve on, and there's all areas everywhere. We always do that every year and try to clean up and come down this home stretch. But we got, I mean, Clemson's a great football team. NC State's a great football team. Boston College playing extremely well. Syracuse just had a huge upset win at Virginia Tech, and we got to go up there, and then we play Florida at the end. So these 5 games, we're going to have to play much better than we have been and keep getting better. But that's what you do during the year. You keep getting better, and kids meet challenges, and we'll see what happens.
Obviously, the Clemson Tigers, top 5 team in the country, a Heisman candidate at quarterback. They're tough.
They are. I mean, they're really good. It's been us and them for a long time in this league, and who's getting in there. And other teams now you're starting to see that. I think from top to bottom, this is as good a conference as there is. I really do. But they have a heck of a football team. They're playing sky high. They dodged a bullet on their weekend. But that's what good teams do. You find ways to win those games, and they did. Dabo's done a heck of a job. They got great defensively up front. They're strong. Linebackers experienced. Secondary is good. Backs are good. Receivers. I mean, they're a top team. They're a national title contending team.
They'll be in Tallahassee in less than 2 weeks. We'll come back with some final thoughts after this on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
We are inside the Sports Nutrition Center here at Florida State with Jake Blattner, a registered dietitian here, and we're going to talk about meal preparation. Why is that so important to prepare all your meals?
Yep, you know, for the student athlete, we're constantly on the go. So you know, you're waking up, you have that early lift in the morning, you're running off to classes. Sometimes athletes are going to try to skip meals because of that fact that they're overlapping. They'd much rather sleep than prepare meals. So, you know, just doing the small things like the night before, you know, preparing for the next day, or, you know, making meals for a few days ahead of time.
What exactly goes into preparing a meal? I mean, we've talked about you can do it overnight, you can do it, you know, for a week long, but what goes into doing it?
You really want to have, you know, some Tupperware, some of the essentials. Your Tupperware, like a slow cooker, something to reheat the food in if you're going to be freezing it or keeping it cold in the refrigerator. So basically storage, and then food safety as well. So cleaning supplies to keep your area clean, and then thermometers as well to keep an eye on temperatures with your meats if you're going to be cooking those.
What have you seen as far as advantages go, as far as meal prepping goes?
Yep, so, you know, there's definitely that cost effectiveness, and it also keeps us on track. So if we do cook it the night before, we don't have that excuse to say, oh, you know, I'm going to skip lunch. I'll already have it in my backpack. So, you know, keeping a cooler in our backpack is another fueling strategy that we can use along with that meal preparation.
And what's some of the best foods to prepare?
You know, so baseline, we definitely want to have our proteins. So very important for our athletes to keep protein constantly throughout the day. On our screen over here, we just have some quick ideas, like our hard-boiled eggs. They'll keep upwards to almost a week once they're cooked in your refrigerator. So Also have overnight oats, so that's something you can do the night before. Really quick, easy, just throw some oats in there, some milk, and if you want to flavor it, you can add bananas, chocolate chips. Other things, pastas, meats, frozen veggies, always good to have on hand. So pasta, you know, that leftover spaghetti from the night before,
right,
makes great breakfast sometimes. So those are just some of those small things you can do with, you know, meal preparation. So.
Well, some great tips there from Jake. You can follow them at FSU Fuel on Twitter and Instagram to get even more tips. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.
Coach, as we finish up here, one guy that seems to have played pretty well of late is Trey Marshall, really rounding back into form for you.
He really is getting healthy and get back there and makes plays, and he's a leader. Cares a lot, man. He brings those guys together, and they watch film extra and do all kind of stuff. He's a great team leader and a very physical football player.
Well, and as a veteran with a lot of young guys around him, he's been key with Derwin out.
He has been, and he's taken that role and keeps growing at it, and I'm very happy with his progress, really am.
All right, Florida State with a bye week, and then the Clemson Tigers come to Doak Campbell Stadium. We'll see you next time right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
This has been the Jimbo Fisher Show, brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coca-Cola, try a game changer of your own. Taste the feeling. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.